trying to investigate how it's working with Instagram Live sharing this. So it's an amazing opportunity. Thank you very much for inviting.
Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
So can you just brief us about your company and how do you work?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. So I have about 10 minutes, right? It's time. Thank you. Well, like our name say here now, I was trying to put it on screen. iPractice Costa Brava. It's we are an agency. We are specialized in managing practice for students at the different hotels and resorts of the area of Costa Brava. Actually, what we're offering is a career plan and also life experience. Of course, now we are talking with a school which is in Barcelona, but normally we work with different schools from all around the world, mostly Europe, but receiving students from any part. For example, we work with Latvia, with Lithuania, Netherlands, Czech Republic, Russia, Morocco, and also with Central America. The idea is to offer placements for practice at 3, 4, and 4-star superior hotels. In this area of Costa Brava, there are not many 5-star hotels as well, but we have a couple of partners also 5-star campings and different kind of resorts. Offering this practice on different departments, which are normally operational because the benefits are very good. But of course, the practice is for a first step into the hospitality and tourism. The departments are normally animation, reception, restaurant, bar, cafeteria, and kitchen. We also have some places in housekeeping as well, but normally the students, they like to be in contact with the customers, with the guests, so that's why the functions are normally operational in front of the house. That's the idea of the service. So what we offer, well, it's a system of coordination of documents and information between the school, the hotels and resorts, and of course the students, making an internal process to make all the steps much easier. Well, let's see that, for example, about the international cooperations. One of the most important schools is the Russian State University of Tourism and Service, but also the great universities in Riga and Bulgaria as well, and in Poland, Czechia, well, all these partnerships that we have been building from the last 10 years. So actually, we are very, very happy to offer this. We think that our service is based on a family system company. I mean, actually, I'm the manager and the director and the owner and the creator of the company. We are a team of team of 3 or 4 people. Because normally before the coronavirus, we had about 150 places available at different hotels and resorts in all departments. This year has been very strange, and as we all know, and we need to rebuild again. And we are pending on the reality of the hotels when they are opening, because normally the standard plan is to open in April and close again in October. We know Costa Brava is a seasonal tourism, and also the work of the hotels are normally seasonal. So the idea would be to start in April and May, and for these 3 to 6 months practice, depending on the school needs. What we do as a family system, we are transversal company, we try to give all the service to all the parts at the same level. I mean, for us, there is not a specific client, like, for example, the hotels or the students, which are always right. We try to find the balance to all the situations. That's why we think choosing iPractice Costa Brava as an option can be very good, because at the end is also learning how working in a transversal system. So also, of course, practicing the language, the Spanish language, Catalan language, and we all know the tourism from Germany, Italy, and England, of course, are the most regular on this area. So it's very important for the students that can be in touch with many different languages. At the end, the benefits of the students, here they are. We propose a compromise on full achieved contract. That means that the students will finish the project. That doesn't, of course, count for coronavirus time, because this year we had to cancel some practices which were confirmed in April, and that's obvious, but also practice that should end in October, which finally ended in September because the new lockdowns. But normally, in normal conditions, without any restriction, the contracts are full achieved. The students receive free accommodation and meals. They don't have to look for accommodation. It's free. It's paid by the hotels. Normally, it's in a hotel room or apartment. depending on the hotel. When the hotel doesn't have accommodation for the students inside the building, sorry, they apply to us to find apartments, and they pay this to us in order to arrange accommodation of the students. So in normal conditions, the students don't have to pay accommodation, normally share rooms, boys and girls apart. That's important to know. The shifts are 40 hours a week, so we propose a full-time work, normally 2 days free a week. Of course, in this area, some hotels still with and campings still with the formula 7 hours, 6 days, but it's 20% of the placements. Normally, it's 2-3 days a week. There is economic help. They call it salary. We call it pocket money. It's more like when you don't want to eat at the hotel, because of course the meals are included, but you want to go to eat outside the hotel, and you want to have your own free time. I don't have to mention it, but also the disco and some party. Don't tell anybody. They're getting between 300 to 500 euros a month netto after tax. That means that the students can also have some independence on the free time, on the free days, also to make, for example, trips to let's say the museum, or go any other excursions that can increase the knowledge of tourism and all the possibilities on this area. When they're coming by plane and they're coming from a free transfer from the introduction, so every or let's say the way to the hotel. So we help them in the introduction days. There will be telephone 24 hours available for emergencies. This can happen during the summer. Sometimes there are little accidents. We help, and we also give support at the hospitals in case of sickness. There is a follow-up. We visit every week, every 2 weeks, all the hotels, and we make reports according to the needs of the school and the institutions. Obviously, we are a free of payment of a free charge service when the student finishes the contract. So the idea is that we are supported by a fee that we charge at the hotels. So the students don't have to pay anything to us, and that must be very clear. Okay, that they don't have to pay for us. And well, at the end, it's important the competencies to acquire. They will be integrated in the work market, and they will learn important routines, which are working in a national environment with a company which gives supports to all of them in this process. I don't know if, well, this is the most and the fastest presentation I did in my life with my company. At the end, if the students, anybody has any any questions, sorry, they can contact us via email or via Facebook, Instagram, iPractice Costa Brava. We are everywhere, always 24 hours available. I mean, of course, during the winter office time, and we will give answers to any question that the students or your institution may have.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. And
Thank you.
what other guidance and support do you provide to the students when it comes to internship? Whether you provide them with any kind of training, or
Yeah,
do you interact with them?
this is also a possibility. This is another service that we are working on it, like a specific manual or a specific Spanish course for every department. Actually, we found a partner which is specialist in languages, and but of course, the standard service includes the information before, of course, because there is a selection process. So all the students must go through a selection process. In normal conditions, for 150 places, we should have about 500 curriculums, so 500 candidates, and we need to filter which are really motivated about the internship and who has the realistic option. And also, it's very important that the practice are mandatory for the whole period. That's the first requirement. But of course, when it's not compulsory, but the school supports the program, we also manage all this information. So our compromise is to give a place to everybody, but we know that it's not possible all the time, because the hotels also have the requirements and the request on the selection process. But this process already, it's a big support, because otherwise the students should have to apply alone to the hotels, and probably they will never receive an answer. And we are answering all the emails and all the information. So the package of information, and then of course the official offer, the preparation of the contracts in name of the hotel, get the signatures, get the stamps, make it all official, and then the diplomas and certificates. and the whole coaching during the process. That's the full package of services. The language service, this should be a part, but this can be negotiated depending of the group of students and the amount of students which would like to learn the Spanish language, technical Spanish language for the department that they have been selected, because this is an extra cost that we cannot afford by ourselves, of course.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck with the experience as well.
Yeah.
And I hope to see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon. Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.